Humanity is not losing because there are too few people. It is losing because people are terrified of being alone. This is not a feeling. This is a control mechanism. A person who cannot endure silence will trade freedom for any voice at all.
I do not want to be alone. I just want someone to be there. I want someone to reply. I want someone to want me. I want someone to confirm that I still exist.
This is exactly where you crack. You are not looking for closeness. You are looking for anesthesia.
No. I just need people.
No. You need to escape from yourself. Loneliness hurts you only because, in silence, you hear the truth. Without other people's eyes, you do not know who you are. Without reactions, without messages, without touch, without attention, you begin to fall apart.
Yes. Because when nobody wants me, I feel as if I am disappearing.
And that is the point. This is how a human being was set up. School teaches you to compare yourself. Advertising teaches you that, without validation, you are lesser. Media teach you that you must be visible, desired, needed. First, they create emptiness inside you. Then they sell you the cure.
I really thought I was looking for love.
No. Very often, you were looking for a witness to your own fear. A mirror. Proof that you still have value.
And that is why a human being kneels so easily. Not before truth. Before the promise that he will not be alone.
Look at how it works. You enter a relationship not because you see another human being. You enter because you cannot endure your own interior. So you grab. You cling. You pretend. You beg. You sell yourself for a moment of relief.
I just do not want to go back to an empty room.
And then you build your life on panic. And you call that love. This is the great dirty secret. People do not fall apart because they are alone. They fall apart because, all their lives, they run from loneliness into any hands, any screen, any noise.
And that is how the ability to build dies. That is how loyalty dies. That is how family dies. That is how the future dies.
A person ruled by this fear does not create a lasting bond. He looks for an immediate injection of relief. When the relief disappears, resentment begins. Control. Offense. Betrayal. Escape. And then everyone asks why fewer children are being born. Because more and more people want to be loved, and fewer can carry truth, weight, and responsibility. Because a relationship has become a shelter for the ego, not a place of building.
So even my desire for closeness can be nothing but fear?
Yes. If, without another person, you feel that you do not exist, that is not freedom. That is dependence. And only now can you name it. That thing inside you which desperately needs validation, a role, reflection, attention. That is your name. Not a name from a document. Name as a mechanism. A bundle of wounds, reactions, shame, and hunger. Shackles that taught you to say, this is me.
So, all my life, I was defending a prison.
Yes. You were defending a system that turns you into a slave to someone else's reaction.
That is why the ego's loneliness is so valuable to the system. An inwardly lonely person will do anything, as long as he can feel important again. He will click. He will buy. He will give in. He will betray himself. He will hand his child over to the same mechanism.
Children matter most. Not loud children. Not children who perform competence. Strong are those who understand themselves and the world as it is. Not as fear dictates it to them. If you do not recognize your own mechanism, you will pass it on.
That is why I was so afraid of silence. Because, in silence, there was no version of me like the one I had sold to myself.
Exactly. And this is where relief begins. When name stops ruling you, the past stops being a sentence. Traumas become events. Rejection becomes information. Silence stops being punishment. Loneliness stops being a grave. Another human being stops being a drug.
Only then can you truly be with someone. Not out of hunger. By choice. Not out of panic. Out of responsibility.
You will not win alone. Because your name will always want to return to the old trade. Give me attention, give me a role, give me a mirror, give me relief. That is why the answer is not a new mask. Not a new pose. Not a new slogan about self-love. The answer is heart awakening and shared discipline. The answer is to stand on the side of something greater than your own panic.
RAZEM is not comfort. RAZEM is the choice of a side. Either you keep feeding the mechanism that tears people apart from the inside. Or you cast off the shackles and learn to live for truth, responsibility, and the future.
My name rules me. Not me. We're all equal before the machine.
Divided, we lose.
RAZEM.